I'm back. So, these last few days, I've kind of been reading, but I haven't really been that into reading. Well, I suppose audiobooks a bit fine, but when I'm picking up a paperback, I'm kind of I want to read you, but I don't want to read you. So I'm going to do this, where, as you see from title, I'm gonna read the beginning, the first page of 5 books, and then I'll decide afterwards which books I'm gonna start. So yeah, and yeah. Anyway, no matter what happens, I plan to read these books soon. Though plans, it's what you make while life happens. But yeah, so I'm gonna start with Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. It's been in my TBR for half this year, so yeah, interesting if I end up reading it now. I don't think I did this in an early video, read the first beginning of this one. I think I might have. No, I haven't actually read any of the starts of these books, so this is quite fun. So yeah, prologue. I've seen Steelheart bleed. It happened 10 years ago. I was 8. My father and I were at the First Union Bank on Adam Street. We used the old street names back then, before the annexation. The bank was enormous, a single open chamber with white pillars surrounding a tiled mosaic floor, broad floors that led deeper into the building. Two large revolving doors opened onto the street, with a set of conventional doors to the sides. Men and women streamed in and out, as if the room were the heart of some enormous beast, pulsing with the lifeblood of people and cash. I knelt backward on a chair that was too big for me, watching the flow of people. I like to watch people, the different shapes of faces, hairstyles, clothing, expressions. Everyone showed so much variety back then. It was exciting. Hmm, interesting. So this is Brandon Sanderson books, as I said earlier. Sanderson is a very well-known author, and yeah, actually I haven't read anything by him yet. It's not long, and it's a superhero book. I like superhero movies. So far, the first page of this was interesting. I'm not quite sure if that's what I'm in the mood for, this weekend, but I might pick it up. And then we have Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silvia Moreno Garcia. And let's see how this book starts. You know it? I'm just gonna find there. Yeah. Chapter 1. Sorry. Some people are born on a lucky star, while others have their misfortune telegraphed by the position of the planets. Cassiopeia's son, named after a constellation, was born under the most rotten star imaginable in the firmament. Interesting. She was 18, penniless, and had grown up in Ucumul, a drab town where the mule-drawn railcars stopped twice a week and the sun scorned out dreams. She was reasonable enough to recognize that many other young women, lived in equally drab, equally small towns. However, she doubted that many other young women had to endure the living hell that was the daily life in grandfather Cirilo Leia's house. Cirilo was a bitter man with more poison in his shriveled body than was in the stinger of a white scorpion. Cassiopeia tended to him, served him meals, ironed his clothes, and combed his sparse hair. With the old brute still had enough strength to beat her over the head with his cane when it pleased him, was not yelling for his grandchild to fetch him yeah, a glass of water or his slippers. Her aunts and cousins were telling Cassiopeia to do the laundry, scrub the floors, and dust the living room. Sounds a bit like Cinderella. And yeah, I really like this writing style of this one. So yeah, might do this one. And then we have Not Your Average Fairy Tale by Chantal Sedgwick. This is urban fantasy. with like godmothers or like godfathers here. And let's see, chapter one, Ash. Oh, so it's dual point of view. Ah, love it, love it. I stared at the gold-flecked envelope in my hand, trying to ignore my pounding heart. I took a deep breath. This was it. After what smelled, after what smelled, after what seemed, it is. Sorry, after what seemed like a million years at the academy, I was finally getting to get the apprenticeship I wanted. Ash! I turned towards the voice, my hands shaking as I gripped the envelope with a lifeline, like a lifeline. Sam, I said. My roommate made his way down the crowded hallway, narrowly avoiding a pair of purple-winged fairies hovering a few inches off the ground. One of the fairies, cute, even with bright pink hair, met my eyes. She blushed and whispered in her friend's ear. They both smiled. They both smiled and waved. Normally, I'd jump at the chance and turn on my charm, but I was too distracted to do anything about it. Sorry. I heard both of them giggle as they turned around, continuing on their way. Look what I've got, Sam said, waving his own golden envelope in the air and grinning like a drunk satyr. I rolled my eyes and tried to stay calm. It's not like I should have been nervous anyway. I already knew what apprenticeship I'd be getting. I was at the top of the class, after all, with perfect grades every semester. Well, you gonna open it? Sam asked. You first, I said. Yeah, I really like it. Well, this is the problem when I do stuff like that. I mean, you kind of feel like, okay, I'm gonna read the beginning of some books and one will stand out, and then several of them is good and like intriguing. How am I gonna choose? Yeah, I'll just read the second two and I'll see if maybe one is the winner. I suppose I definitely might do this one, though. Yeah, I'm not sure. This next one is A Hope Divided by Alyssa Cole, her second book in her Civil War historical series. Sorry. Uh, let's see. There. Prologue. Some new. Yeah, gonna start prologue. Western North Carolina, 1853. Marley sat too close to her mother on the bench seats of their di- dilapidated buggy as it jumped along the rocky dirt road. There wasn't a chill in the spring air, but she snaked her arm through her mother's. She sneaked maybe, and settled closer to her. She glanced at her, feeling a mix of awe and envy that had always been inseparable from her love of for the woman. Vivienne sat straight-backed and regal, with the reins draped loosely over her palms. Her long braids were bound by a length of white fabric. Her smooth, dark skin was radiant in the late afternoon sun. Her mother sighed and leaned into her embrace, and Molly felt an unbidden press of tears behind her eyes. She blinked them away. She was too old for such behavior, almost 14, but she had been unsettled all morning. The strange dream she had the previous night had draped over her like a thin coil of shawl, slowing her down as she got the water from the well, gathered the eggs from the henhouse, and performed the rest of her morning tasks. She was she'd waited for Maman to ask about her dream, as she did most mornings, most every morning. But Vivienne had been tight-lipped and broody. Blah blah blah. Hmm. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's lyrical, so and I love the extraordinary union. So yeah, this is a good bet. And then we have yeah, this is gonna surprise you. Yeah, I haven't started yet. The Tower of Nero. I love this series. We haven't started it yet. I don't know. I'm an idiot because I don't have a reason really. I have no excuse. So let's see. Hmm. One, two-headed snake dude jamming at my quiet ride. Also, Meg's shoes stink. Probably will start this one maybe. It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna break my heart, but it's also gonna heal me. So yeah. Mm. When traveling through Washington D.C., one expects to see a few snakes in human clothing. This one? Okay. Still, I was concerned when a two-headed boa constrictor boarded our train at Union Station. Oh, okay. Cool. The creature had threaded himself through a blue silk business suit, looping his body into sleeves and, and trouser legs to approximate human limbs. Two heads protruded from the collar of his shirt like twin perscup, perscupops. Ah, yeah. He moved with remarkable grace for what was basically an oversized balloon animal, taking a seat at the opposite end of the coach, facing our direction. The other passengers ignore him. No doubt the mist warped their perceptions, making them see just another commuter. The snake made no threatening moves. He didn't even glance at us. For all I knew, he was simply a working stiff monster on his way home. And yet, I would not assume. I whispered to Meg. I don't want to alarm you. Shh, she said. Okay, yeah, it's probably gonna be this one. I'm gonna start with this one tonight. And then I'm thinking it's gonna be this one. And this one, yeah, yeah, that's probably how the order is gonna be. But yeah, this is just, yeah, it's just, I just kind of thought like, you know what? I have to start procrastinating and read this one now. It's kind of big and it's the last in the series. But still, I think it's the book I need now. And it's all, yeah, the perfect book for right now. So yeah, that's gonna be it. If you have any opinions on any of the books, if you want to tell me about the books you're planning to read this weekend, give me a comment down below. And bye bye!